Hi, this is Harley with another Star Trek Fleet Command video looking today at the new Absolution Arc, and yes, we are getting a new ship. Well, not quite. It is, yes, the Franklin A grade 4 ship, and yes, you can actually get it if you're Ops 35 or above, and you can do that by scrapping your existing Franklin. Now, a full leveled Franklin will give you a full set of blueprints for the Franklin A. A partial leveled or tiered up Franklin will give you a partial set of prints. So go to max it, obviously, and scrap it, because this ship, I've been told, is actually already stronger at tier 1 than a maxed Franklin tier 9 is. So it's definitely worth it. We'll see exactly what the figures are shortly. Now, it looks obviously identical to the existing Franklin, just with a different skin color to it. This pastel white, nearly slightly bluish type color to it. But obviously it's a grade 4 ship, and you're probably thinking, is it going to go to dark space? Yes, it is. We'll see how far it goes in later. And yes, it will cost grade 4 material, including epic. But that's not the main problem. As was with the Franklin, the main problem with this Franklin A will be its frequency modulated. Thank you, Scopely. It is a headache, I've got to say. You'll see exactly how much now. We have got 147 million. Yes, you read it correctly, million, where the Franklin was only 20 million. But this is 147 Mark II frequency modulators. And yes, there are warp cores blocking and negating the warp and tiering of it. Exactly how much. And we also have retrofits keys going for the last 3 tiers. And yes, that is Triton cost, but still base. And here's the warp tier level, respectively the warp range limitation that we've got per ops level. But how far does it stop us? Well, also here there's the fire pattern of the original Franklin. The new Franklin actually has 2 kinetics weapons firing twice. So originally the firing pattern and the strength of this new Franklin A is a lot better than the existing Franklin. So definitely worth the upgrade to get it. What is interesting though when you do upgrade is actually the cargo. It seems to bottom out at tier 8, tier 9, and that's it. It doesn't go any further. I don't know why, we haven't been told, but that's it. Max cargo, 53,000. There you go. The cost initially, costing common and a few uncommon crystal, grade 3, grade 2 up to tier 4. Then we're still using common G3 material and some rares, and that's all manageable. Tier 5 is when it switches to grade 4 material, and obviously where you're going to be using your grade 4 material in competition with your other grade 4 explorers or your Hydra, if you've got one. What we also got with this arc is new officers, yes, and you see here correctly, Jaylah is unlocked, but first we'll talk about 2 of 10 belonging to the Borg, and yes, you read that correctly. Officer's ability, grade 3 and grade 4. So not like DuPont, where it's just grade 3 for his captain ability. 2 of 10 has it for his officer ability, ranging up, which we'll see how far. So this is maybe not as Borgish as the other ones were, with so many implants. He seems quite implant free, but still got stuff on his face from scarring from implant. And yes, he actually increases the cargo as his captain ability. Now with him and 1 synergy and stun, you can get up to 75% extra cargo if you wish to do it, allowing for raiding abilities on larger ships. Miners or also grade 4 miners will be very interesting. But here, his officer ability increases the mining speed of grade 3 and grade 4. It's a bit like the triple as well, which is also nice to have, but the triple does everything. Yes. I like him. He's interesting. He's a good help. He's helping out more. We are mining more stuff, so yes, we need to have that. But Jaylah, look at her. Jaylah. She's got, you saw that? 1 to 2. Her officer ability is an extra shot, in this case 2 shots to the hitting swarm with either Franklin, so either the baby or the big brother. And yeah, she will actually then go off and Captain ability, more returns from the Swarm Hostiles, which is good. She doesn't actually have any synergy at the moment with anyone, although you would think probably cadets, but no. I don't know why. But yeah, her officer ability, adding extra shots per for each weapon, that is a very interesting ability. And it says Swarm Hostiles. So yeah, that will actually help out a heck of a lot, allowing to get more cargo and quicker and return back to base with less repair costs. And we would all be very happy for that. So yeah, I like her. She's very interesting. And yes, she's finally unlocked independent credit again, as you see there. She's not belonging to anyone, which is good enough. So yes, here's the actual stats of them. 2 of 10 going up to 75% with his officer ability at the moment, and Jaylah going up to additional 5 shots per at max level, which is also interesting. And yes, you see synergy is 0 at the moment for her, so she's got no friends. Yeah, no. But what also are we getting, you ask? Well, we are getting a new skin. And yes, it's a skin for the Franklin and the Franklin A. And yes, you read that correctly. Swarm Armadas are coming. And yes, that is correct. 35,000% added to it. That's a huge bonus added to this USS Terror skin. It's a huge. And it looks similar to the existing one, whilst the other one is more like a bronzy brown. The one's more like a off grey, blue, green type of colour, I guess. So here we actually have the skin, as far as I can see, looking slightly different for the Franklin A, which is good. And we can then go and use it against Swarm Armadas, or Swarm Armadas, if you wish to call them that. We do. I like the sound of that. So yeah, there we have it. It all looks good. We've got a Franklin A with a skin as well. So we get in, obviously, looking at these skins now. I like that skin. It's very interesting. But the next skin is a lot nicer, I think. The Opus Grande skin for the Stella, adding loot bonus for the Eclipse enemies. So adding more stuff. And look at it, the brush red color of it with the yellow as well, and the dark grays on the wings. I mean, this level of artwork, the initial artwork for the original TOS shipped revisions was good, but this is lovely. I mean, compliments to the artist and the amount of effort gone into adding this actually to the Stella, making it from really, it's really going to stand out in the Armadas when you zoom in and see it going off, because it's going to be a really brush color looking ship, and I really like that. I really like the also the actual ability, which is a huge bonus, 350%, but also the way it just stands out. It's like, look at me, I'm here. And yes, people will look at it when they zoom in and see the Armada going off, not just these basic silver grays, but now you've got a red Stella in the mix, which I like. I really do. And that yellow as well, very contrasting, very brush, but also a nice change. I mean, these skins, these refits or retrofits are very refits for them all are looking like an interesting situation. Now the next skin, I mean, personally, this is my personal skin, the Infinitus skin for the Vi'Dar, adding 50% extra bonus for nanoprobes from Borgs. But this skin is an homage to the Bird of Prey, which obviously the base looks like the Gladius and the Romulan, but look at it. Just look at it. Me personally, this is my favorite skin. I mean, look at that. Look at those wings. Look at the wings on the wings. It's beautiful coloring and addition, and then the blue on top of it and the slight change. I am interested to see what other skins come out in the future, because this is the next two that we've got going on for 2 existing ships in the game. This is going to be a huge I mean, avatars, okay, people are like, nice avatars, you can personalize them, but these ships' skins giving extra abilities are a huge help. And also, they look really nice. I mean, maybe not the TOS one's a bit old school, but this one, I really like. I really do. And I think you should or will too. Maybe there's a skin coming out for your ship of choice in the future. But here they are, as you see them. Now, as you see, the Franklin's got this like this bronzy colour to it. Vi'Dar's got this brush yellow wing effect, and then the Stella with its contrasting red and yellow standing out really nicely. We actually also got, in addition to this, another add-on, which is a second research. Like the second builder, you can actually now run a second research, or two researches side by side, which is a huge help, especially for some of those boring or those really long researches that bottleneck you. Doing the boring ones, getting them finally out of the way for like storage and vaults and warehouses and all the rest that you got to do in the station tree, or one that's going to take like 3 or 4 weeks to do, but you've got to do a couple other smaller ones side by side. And now you can do it with the second research, which is all very good. Thanks for watching. Keep well, keep safe. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.